Set your alarm, aren't you hungry?
That's a whore with an E-R, whore. H, the W-H-O-E-R. It's a whore bag. You know she's a whore.
Why? R-E? W-H-O-R-E. Oh, I guess he was spelling it wrong on purpose.
You on
Why you
cancer.
say? Why you
Watch
say?
this, get some cancer shit.
Why you say
cancer.
that about Meg?
She's a whore bag. Look at her behavior. She done ratted on Tory Lanez and all that shit she did. That ain't no G shit she did.
You rap about being a hoe. Mad rappers fuck you. And then Klay Thompson fumble. But we gotta be politically correct. The status say, no, I don't think so. She's doing her thing.
Hey, somebody got a J I can like this bitch.
Cocky as fuck. Everything about me poppin'. I got face, I got body. You name it, I got it. Cocky as fuck. Bitch, you know I'm conceited. Yo hoe wanna be me. Yo nigga wanna eat it. Being a confident woman is something that everybody wants to be, but not many possess. Like, not many just naturally have it. Not many girls just naturally have the power of being that bitch. Now, it don't matter.
Well, because not every girl's idea of confidence is being that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, some girls' idea of confidence isn't as loud and expressive. Maybe their confidence is more subtle. You know what I'm saying? Maybe their confidence is more, or less aggressive, like, you know what I'm saying? Because if that's the only way to identify as confident, then of course there's gonna be a lot of women walking around not confident, bro. Not every woman wants to be that. Every woman is different, right? Look, bro.
If you learned it or if you've had it your whole life, once you have it, the problems that come with it are a different type of problem that we don't talk about enough. Being confident and knowing that you're that bitch is so hard because you just gonna have people hating on you every which way. Sometimes it might be women, sometimes it might be men. Shit, it might even be your own mama and daddy hating on you. It might even be your own auntie. Y'all remember being little girls and you would just be putting on lip gloss in class and your teacher would be like, this is not a fashion show. This is not a fashion show. You is not that cute. Oh. You ever been at Thanksgiving?
I think she added that last part. I don't think the teacher told the student you are not that cute. I highly doubt that, bro.
You had your auntie, you know that one auntie, she always got something to say about you. She always talking about how you got this flow and that flow and how you think you the stuff. If anybody has ever told you, you just think you the shit, you think you all that in a bag of chips, then I'm sorry, but I think you're that bitch. I think you're that bitch. That just translates to me that you that girl. Hey kings, queens, and in-betweens, it is Najee. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. I know I've been gone for like 2-ish weeks, but I've been low-key busy. I've been doing stuff in real life, but y'all know I would never forget about y'all on here. I told y'all I'm coming to y'all as much as I can, and y'all seem to really like these sit down videos. Obviously I am going to be throwing in some vlogs and stuff like that, but y'all seem to really like these sit down videos, and I like to do them just because I'm a yapper and I like to talk. I like to talk about anything and everything. I could really sit down and talk about anything. So today's video, we are going to be talking about Megan Thee Stallion. Now, as you may know, recently she's been through a very heavy breakup in the media and stuff like that, but that's not really what we're going to be talking about today.
Man, look, nobody had to know about it. She put it out there for everybody to see, bro. I'm saying she put her own business out there.
Because I'm not really concerned about her breakup. You know, breakups happen. We all done got cheated on, bitch. We all done got cheated on. But I definitely do think there's a deeper conversation to have about Megan Thee Stallion and why men just hate her so much. Where did this hatred come from? I was sitting in my bed and I'm talking to my best friend. I'm just like, why do men specifically hate Megan Thee Stallion so much? Now, I'm not gonna sit right here and act like other female rappers don't get hate, because they do. Nicki Minaj, when she first came out, she definitely got hate.
Yeah, no, we love Nicki Minaj.
Having a big butt and being too much and all.
We love Nicki Minaj. We love Lotto. We love who else, bro? We love Doja Cat. We love matter of fact, what's her name? What's that song, bro? One female rapper made this song. I thought this shit was so dope, cause she was saying some real shit, bro. Damn, I gotta find that shit. Cash Doll. She had a song called Cash Commandments. And I was like, bro, this shit hard. Cause she was saying some real shit and she was flowing on that bitch. And the beat was tough, bro. So niggas don't got a problem with female rappers, bro. Glorilla, like Cardi B, like niggas don't have a problem with female rappers. But niggas do have a problem with Megan Thee Stallion.
That, and then she gained her respect and everybody just started randomly respecting her and hating her at the same time. If you know, you know. If you remember, you remember. Then Cardi B came out and the same thing happened. The same thing happened. Everybody was talking about how she's a stripper, how she doesn't deserve fame, how she doesn't deserve this, how she doesn't deserve that. But then eventually, a couple years later into her career, people started respecting her just a teensy bit more. Now with Megan Thee Stallion, it's always been different because when she first came out, people were hating on her so hard. I remember when
Megan Thee Stallion first came out, I wanted to like her. Like, I wanted to. You know what I'm saying? When she first came out. I love rap. I love hip hop first, bro. Above all of the man, woman, you know, whatever, bro. Hip hop. That's what I cared about. But Megan Thee Stallion is, in my opinion, a literal agent of chaos.
First came out, she was a little bit thicker. She was real country. People were, you know, talking about her looks, how she was a man, how this and that. Like, I don't know. I just feel like Megan Thee Stallion throughout her whole career, people were always intimidated by her. And I was just talking to my best friend, like, what is...
It's not intimidation, bro. It's not intimidation.
About Megan Thee Stallion that these men hate. If you go up to any man right now and you ask him, yeah, how do you feel about Megan Thee Stallion? He's gonna say either, oh, I don't really care about her music, but she cool. Like, I don't really listen to her music, but she cool. That is very different than a man saying, fuck that bitch, free Tory. Whoa. How do we get there, sir? So in today's video, I think I want to break down how if a man hates Megan Thee Stallion to the fullest capacity, then 9 times out of 10, I think he hates your ass too. I don't know, maybe this is a reach, but I just feel like how a man...
It's a reach. It's a reach. Because how do women always find a way to make it about themselves, bro? If a woman came to me and told me she don't like a certain artist that most men like, I'm not going to make it about myself. I'm going to just chalk it up to she doesn't like that artist, bro. But if you say you don't like Megan Thee Stallion, some kind of way that means you don't like her. Like, how? How do y'all do that, bro? That sounds like an exhausting way to think all the time. No wonder y'all go to sleep so quick. Bro, no wonder y'all girls go to sleep so quick, bro. Movies just started. You go to sleep in the first 15 minutes of the movie because y'all minds is gotta be exhausting, man.
Feels about Megan Thee Stallion really says a lot about his character. Like, have y'all ever just been talking to a man in real life and Megan Thee Stallion just somehow get brought up? You know, she just somehow get brought up and you see a man snap. He turned into a whole different person. Like, whoa, what happened, homeboy? Like, what happened that's making you hate my girl so much? What did she do? What is she doing to these niggas? And I genuinely feel like it's because she is a confident ass woman and she intimidates these men. But let's get into the video. I think a lot of hatred towards Megan Thee Stallion really has nothing to do with Megan Thee Stallion. It has everything to do with men being intimidated by confident women. And not just any confident women. You a confident woman and you black? Oh, bitch, you done did it now.
See what I mean? We specifically said Megan Thee Stallion, and they still made it about themselves, bro. It's plenty of confident black women that we can look at as examples of why we like them, bro. Cause it's one thing. It's this thing where women will rise so hard for Megan Thee Stallion for some reason, bro. Like is she getting away with shit that y'all wish y'all could get away with? Bro, if you look at her track record of her whole life since she's been famous, it's been nothing but destruction. She's left nothing but a path of destruction behind her, starting with her own mother. I know that's a bold claim to make, but she didn't just get the fame just because she was so talented. They could have got any old body for that. Bro, Megan Thee Stallion, she can rap. She can rap. I never take it. She can rap. But it's way better rappers than her, bro. It's way better black women that could rap better than her, that look better than her. She was just willing to do something that a lot of them probably wasn't willing to do. Starting with her mother. Alright? Her best friend, she backstabbed her own best friend. Can't nobody trust her. She got a nigga locked up for 10 years. She lied on him. She lied to y'all. She lied on live TV. She's a known liar, bro. Her own management don't even fuck with her, bro. All her collaborators that she collaborated in music with don't fuck with her. All her exes have been, she's done, all of her relationships, she left all of her relationships on a bad note. She hasn't left a relationship on a good note or a neutral note or a grown-up adult mature way. All of her relationships have ended in a messy, immature way. Nobody likes her, bro. Her peers don't like her. Her exes. Just think about how dirty she did that one nigga that was defending her with all his reputation, bro. He was defending the hell. She did that nigga so dirty, bro. Bro, she got that nigga Tory Lanez locked up. And of course, it's some blame on his end too. But in my opinion, I don't think nothing happened to that bitch foot, bro. Not what she said happened. And that's the thing. We'll never really know the truth. But my whole point is, y'all ride so hard for this woman who bro, if she was given the opportunity, if Megan Thee Stallion was given the opportunity to sell you out for some type of potential gain, she would absolutely sell you out. You could be her biggest fan. If someone said, Megan, I want you to shoot that bitch, and I give you this opportunity, she would shoot your ass, bro. Like, come on, bro. Megan would backstab and deceive you. And the crazy part is she could do that and y'all still be her fans, bro. Like, all right, I'm talking too much.
Like, men are genuinely haters. They hate her. They hate her because they are haters. Like, men.
And two, I always try to at least understand why women like Megan Thee Stallion so much. I always try to at least see where they were coming from. It don't seem like we get that in return. It seems like they just want to come to whatever conclusion they want to come to without even trying to understand why we feel the way we feel and think the way we think. No, we're just insecure and we're haters. That's about as deep as it goes to them, bro. That's the other annoying part that contributes into this overall dislike of Megan Thee Stallion. Because y'all just y'all will blindly follow her and heed on to and hang on to her words over somebody that actually will want to love you and care about you, than will want the best for you. Bro, y'all would rather take that path of destruction over there. Come on, bro. Look at all the imagery in her music videos. It's all serpent imagery. It's all serpent imagery, bro. She's showing you where she's leading y'all hoes to. And all the lustful, weak-minded men that go along with it. Bro, she's showing you the path that she's leading you down, bro. Y'all thought that was just art? No, that's purposeful imagery, bro. Come on, dog.
Cannot stand not men. Let's make it clear. Bitch ass men cannot stand a woman.
And that's the shaming tactic. You have an opinion that opposes what they think. Now all of a sudden you a bitch ass man. Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. That is actually shaming tactics. Those are actually used to avoid the real conversation, bro. It's a real conversation that could be had where we could better understand each other. But no, you don't throw shaming tactics and insults to avoid the real conversation that could be had.
Was actually confident. It actually hurts them. It does something to their soul. And don't let you be confident and sexually liberated. Girl, these niggas gonna hate you, but they gonna love you at the same time. Because I promise you, all the men who hate on Megan Thee Stallion, if they got 1 minute to be in her presence, they will probably fall to their knees and worship the ground that she walks on. But since they know they will probably never get that opportunity, the way that they talk about her, It's very concerning. I feel like there's a lot of reasons as to why men hate Megan Thee Stallion, and the number one for me has to be that she's so confident. But the number two is also that she's been in a lot of different relationships, and for some reason men get intimidated by women who's been in a lot of different relationships, even though they can walk around burning and itching and have 20 different bodies and 20 different baby mamas and 4 different kids with 20 different women. Like, that's just a normal for men these days. But if one woman doesn't have any...
And just listen how she talks about men, bro. Like, these are the type of dudes you dealing with. You know what I'm saying? This is your pool of dudes. This is the only type of dude that you're experienced, that you're familiar with. It's the niggas. The niggas that got too much drama and bullshit going on with different women. Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Y'all really thought Klay Thompson was finna marry Megan Thee Stallion, bro? I was surprised they even went public with the relationship. Come on, a lot of these women didn't even know who Klay Thompson was. 4-time NBA champion. Right next to Steph Curry. Like, this is how I know y'all don't be knowing bro, like, man, bro, Klay Thompson come from respect. I don't even know why I could, bro, it's got, matter of fact, we could take this even deeper, bro. Do you think Megan Thee Stallion would even talk to Klay Thompson if Klay Thompson wasn't Klay Thompson, with the wealth and the money and all of the accolades? Like, no, bro, she would still be in the streets fucking with niggas. Like, come on, man. Klay Thompson was about the best chance she had. Klay Thompson was probably her best chance, bro. Dog. And you saw what happened as soon as she didn't get her way. She went and put that business out. First chance she got. Man, Klay Thompson probably had hoes left and right the whole relationship. And she was probably getting her way the whole time. But soon as she didn't get her way, now she want to put the business out. You can't marry no woman like that. You can't, bro. As soon as she don't get her way, is the whole internet gotta know. But if I'm Klay Thompson, I got way too much to lose to be dealing with that shit, bro. Like, play your role, shawty. This is where you wanted to be, and you knew what it came with. Play your role, because I promise you, if Megan Thee Stallion, in whatever romantic relationship she has next, if she's the one that has the leverage in the relationship, best believe whatever nigga she fucking with gonna have to play his role. She gonna be able to do whatever she want, and if that nigga wanna stay around, he gotta be cool with it. Bro, I promise you that's the dynamic of that shit. See, when it's her in that role, she couldn't handle it. Klay Thompson, I'm pretty sure whatever arrangement they had, I'm pretty sure he wasn't lying. I'm pretty sure he was upfront and clear with it. And even if he won't, she still knew what it was. Come on, you talking about a millionaire, a very rich, successful millionaire that comes from wealth, but accumulated his own wealth in the process. The rich become richer. And y'all thought he was finna marry her? Bro, she not built for that. She not equipped for that. All she had to do was play her role. Him and her would still be together right now. They would still be together right now. Same with Brittany Renner and PJ Washington. These females didn't want to play their role, bro. But I promise you there's plenty of niggas out there that would be faithful and loyal to them. But they don't want those niggas. They want the ones that got options. Real options.
Kids, and you just know her history, her relationship history, then all of a sudden she's just the scum of the earth. Men are intimidated by the fact that Megan has never got trapped and became somebody's baby mama. Like, you've never seen her pregnant with any of these men's baby.
We don't care. Intimidated is crazy. Like, we don't care. Why would I care if another nigga got her pregnant? Like, I don't care, bruh.
And one thing she's good for is leaving a relationship. When I tell you it's no cap in my girl rap, when she said you hoes love to stick around and get your heart broke, I'ma bounce on a nigga like booty cheeks, slide down on the dick like Lucy. You know what I mean? Okay, let's keep going. I got distracted, but you get what I'm saying? Like, when she said that, she was not lying, because she definitely does not stick around and get her heart broke she bounced on a nigga like booty cheeks. And niggas do not like that. Like, niggas are very intimidated by confident women who can leave you the fuck alone. Like, niggas do not like when you can leave them alone. Like, speaking from experience, speaking from just being a woman in general, once you leave a man alone and you realize, like, there's other niggas. Like, it's always another nigga. And Megan Thee Stallion is literally a prime example of it's always going to be another nigga out there. And niggas do not like that. Niggas do not like that she gets a new nigga.
All right, think about this, bro. It's always another nigga out there, and niggas don't like that. If you ask me, I think it's the opposite. I think niggas out here love that. You know what I'm saying? Think about it, bro. You mean I can have my turn? You mean she ain't got no problem leaving her nigga for me? Shit, why would I not like that? I'm not about to take her serious anyway. You know what I'm saying? She can bounce. Like she said, she can bounce. Once I have my turn, she can bounce. Bye.
And she's never had a baby by a nigga. And the fact that she's rich, black, beautiful, and just unapologetically herself really does do something.
And men are not intimidated by a rich, black, beautiful woman who's unapologetically herself. But it's like, is that the only version of that? Is Megan Thee Stallion the only version of a rich, beautiful black woman who's unapologetically herself? Why is it the only version of all of those descriptors? You know what I'm saying? It's like
to these men. And you're probably like, nah, Jace, okay, so what does this have to do with me? What does this have to do with me? Like, what does Megan Thee Stallion have to do with me? You a little parasocial.
What's another example of a beautiful, rich, unapologetically herself black woman that we could all point to and nobody can be quote unquote intimidated by it? Bro, what's the example of that?
I promise y'all, I'm not parasocial. It all applies to you. When you are a successful woman, when you are a woman who has her degrees, is in school, has her own business, has everything going for herself, and you genuinely do not need a man, and you genuinely know your worth, and you will leave a man.
And we need to stop saying this, bro. We're the only race of people that say we don't need each other. You genuinely do not need a man. We need each other, bro. Men need women and women need men. That's why we're both here. Like, why are we fighting so hard not to need each other? Like, that's so...
Drop of a hat, if he disrespects you even a little bit, if he step on your pinky toe, bitch, you leave it. Men will be...
And that sounds weak. Basically, any slightest inconvenience, she's gone. She's leaving. At any slightest inconvenience, at any slight discomfort, she's leaving. That's weak. I'm not saying you have to tolerate or accept disrespect. Never that. It's respect over everything. But as soon as something doesn't go your way right away, you leaving. You not built for this shit, man, bro. All you built for is to be for the streets.
Jealous and intimidated by you. And I'm making this video to let you guys know that these niggas are jealous of you. These niggas are worse than your auntie. They worse than that teacher who used to tell you to stop putting on lip gloss. They're worse. And these men, the men that you're sitting next to in the window. Because
you know women will always point to the extreme case scenario and try to make that one example the statistic. You know what I'm saying? It could be an extreme story that could help prove whatever point she's trying to make. She's going to point to that one extreme and try to make it the entire argument, try to make it the entire point. I'm like, you know that's not the case for most people, right? That was just one extreme that just so happened to fit perfectly into the point you was trying to make. Like,
that you're sleeping with and giving your body to are way worse than any other hater than you will ever have, because they want to be you. I'm making this video to say if your man is hating on Megan Thee Stallion, he's hating on your ass too. I feel so deep about this subject because any man that I've ever talked to and they got actually deeply passionate about Megan Thee Stallion, I realized that you don't really like me like that either. It's not just Megan. I think it's all of us.
See, bro. I don't understand that line of thought, bro. I say I don't like one thing and you make it about you some kind of way, bro. My favorite rapper is Lil Wayne. If you told me that you didn't like Lil Wayne, if you told me that it's something about him or his existence that you don't like, then cool, bro. I'm not about to be mad because you don't like what I like, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I'm not about to take it personal and think you talking about me.
It's all of us. No, I think you hate bitches. No, you scaring the hoes. Like, no, you scaring the hoes. Like, and for a second, I was thinking, like, is it her music that makes men uncomfortable? Is it her music that makes men hate her? Because she is a very sexually liberated person, and she does make music about, you know, sex and things like that. But to me, I'm just like, well, men make music about sex too. Actually,
And that's always the argument. Well, men do it too. You know how annoying that is, bro? You know what else men do? Hard labor, sweat. You know what I'm saying? Back-breaking work. They pay all the bills and take care of everything. You don't hear, when it comes to that type of shit, you don't hear women say, well, men do it too. No. You only hear it when it's something beneficial for them. Bro, they're not screaming men do it too when it comes time to pay some bills. When it comes time to do some hard work. When it comes time to sweat. They not screaming, men do it too. No. It's when it comes time to have some type of fun or some type of benefit. Well, men do it too. I'm like, all right, bro. You know, men earn that shit, bro. Not saying women don't earn the right to have fun and be sexually liberated or whatever the fuck. But it's not like when men do it, they run it. Well, women do it too. Like, bro, that shit is annoying, bro. Anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you. Like, bro, they really sold y'all that bullshit, bro. But look, you do everything that a man do, but the outcomes is not the same, bro. The end results is not the same. A lot of things that men do that women try to do too, the end results is completely different, bro.
men do is make music about sex. So is it that? Like, is it that they don't like that she does the same thing as a man, or she can?
And then too, if you gotta think too, when it comes to hip hop music specifically, well, one thing men have realized is that their music sells better when they make music for the women, when they appeal to the women. So a lot of this music that niggas been making has been catered to a female audience, cause y'all are the ones that consume the shit and pay for the shit, bro. Alright, if they had a song and they were objectifying women, that wasn't the whole entire topic of the song. It wasn't centered around women. It was more, women were just a byproduct of success. You know what I'm saying? Of working hard and becoming somebody, becoming something in this world. And I became something, and I finally got access to the women that I desired. But when you hear women objectify themselves in music, it's centered around their pussy. Their whole identity is centered around sex, bro. And it's like how they use it to manipulate these weak ass niggas. That it's all about how they use their sex and their sexuality to gain some sort of access. That's the difference, bro. A man had to gain access in order to obtain sex. A woman had to use sex in order to obtain access. The end goals are different, bro. That's the difference. That's why it's such or that's part of the reason why a lot of men have a problem with that. Now me, I've learned, like, just go along with it. If you in a situation where you with some beautiful women and they turning up to some little dumbass Megan Thee Stallion music, but you have an end goal as the man surrounded by beautiful women. You have an end goal. You trying to slide up in some cheeks, bruh. And the best way to do that is to get them to feel comfortable, safe, and like they can have fun around you. You know, you can't be a fucking party pooper. You gotta make them feel like you a good time. Like their experience with you is always a good time, and that makes them want to be around you more, bruh. So I get it in the aspect of trying to make money and trying to create a vibe. But outside of those aspects, it's still more to life than that. And when you really stop and listen to what Megan Thee Stallion is talking about, it's destructive. It's not productive. It's destructive, bro. And it's gonna lead y'all straight to hell. Or if y'all don't believe in that, somewhere that you really don't want to be, dog. And I'm not I'm not trying to be a hypocrite. Like I like rap music, bro. I love rap music, but it don't. And it's another thing, bro. It's like you could listen to the music and it don't influence you to go out here and do something you're not supposed to do. Like I could listen to King Von talking about some slide, drilling, spin again, all that shit. I already know I'm not finna do that shit, bro. But girls can listen to female rappers talk about how they use their sexuality to gain a one up on a man, or being a thought, or hot girl summer, or any of that shit, and they really internalize it and become that, bro. And you know the only people that's not mad about it is the niggas that's fucking. All right, go ahead, have your hot girl summer, be a little fast ass thought, bro. I'm not gonna be mad at you. I'm just gonna give my turn. I'm just gonna fuck the shit out you and let your ass bounce like some booty cheese, like Megan said, right? And your ass gonna be feeling dumb as shit afterwards. Cause they only ever emphasize the good parts. They don't never tell you the full story. They only tell you the good parts of the story. They don't tell you about the times where they in the bed at night alone crying by themselves, wishing they could be taken more serious, and how they wish they could get around a real nigga instead of being around niggas that they know they don't really want to be around, just so they can gain access to some bullshit, some temporary satisfaction, no long term, nothing. Just and they all want to say is, I'm just having fun. Like, no, y'all bitch. All right, y'all might be having fun in the moment, but deep down y'all know that it's more that y'all want. Deep down y'all know this is just a cheap thrill, bro. Y'all really let these hoes trick y'all out y'all power, man. Bruh. And you can make all the perfect sense in the world. Girls like this will still defend the bullshit to the death of them, bro. Till she stopped breathing, she would defend this bullshit.
Say the same things. What is it? Even right now, I genuinely, well, I do know what it is. I think they're jealous, but I just want to go through the thought.
Bro, and she hasn't even made another point. She keep making the same point over and over again. They're jealous. They're insecure. They're jealous. They're insecure. Like, make some more points at least, bro. Like, bro, if I was to see this girl in person, I'd love to have a conversation with her, man. We could have a good ass little back and forth. I ain't talking about no argument or no debate. I'm talking about a good ass, genuine conversation in good faith. You know what I'm saying? Bro, come on, man.
Process of why these men hate her at the capacity that they do, and I still have not got there, y'all. Like, please let me know in the comments what y'all think it is, because it's actually like a mental illness. These men will literally be in the streets their whole 20s, just rolling around in the streets with different women, taking women home from the club, spending money to get some punani. These niggas.
And she only talking about a certain percentage of dudes, bro. This is definitely not every dude. Probably the dudes that she entertains, but most dudes ain't in the streets like that. Most dudes is trying to become something, or some dudes that just don't have that access that she thinks most dudes have. Like, most dudes ain't doing this just in the street shit, bruh. The niggas that she fuck with probably, or the niggas that she paying attention to, is probably the niggas that's getting all the women, bro. Like, look, and that's why I always try my best to say not all women when I make a point, because I understand if I'm making a point about a particular topic, I understand that this doesn't apply to all women, just a certain percentage of women that apply to that topic that I'm speaking on. But girls will say these niggas and think this all men. Like, no, bruh, just the ones that you paying attention to.
will die about that coochie. Like, these niggas love coochie. These niggas are obsessed with coochie. So it
and that's only nature. Look, a strong-minded man understands that you cannot put coochie first. You have to put purpose first, at least before coochie. You know what I'm saying? It's God, purpose, family, hobbies, of course, money, all that. And then lower on the list is coochie, bro. And that's the order I was talking about earlier, bro. That's what rap used to be about. Once you obtain all of these things, women was a byproduct of success. That's the difference. That's the biggest difference, bro. A woman can be broke as shit. As long as she's attractive enough, she could still get a man, a more desirable man, right? If a man is broke as shit, if he got, all right, I'll say this. A lot of women fuck with loser, broke-ass niggas because they like the idea of being in control. You know what I'm saying? But generally speaking, if a man is broke as shit, he's not going to be able to get the woman that he truly desires. He's going to get what he can get, bro. But then this is the double standard too, right? Her argument is men can do it too, right? She's mad that men don't like how a woman can be bold enough to express her sexuality, but then turn around and try to shame niggas because they want coochie. Bro, come on, bro, listen. These men put coochie before what she said?
From the club, spending money to get some punani. These niggas will die about that coochie. Like,
all right, so if you putting it on display, if you bragging about it, if that's what you telling me you all about, then what am I supposed to think, bro? What am I supposed to think, bro? That's something I already wanted in the first place, and you telling me that you sexually liberated and you putting it out on display for me? All right, well, I'm gonna try to get it, cause that's only nature.
Niggas love coochie. These niggas are obsessed with coochie. So it doesn't make sense to me when they hate on her for being sexually liberated, because she's literally doing the same thing as y'all. But obviously, when a woman does it, it's disgusting, it's classless, she's a whore, we all know that. We all know that there's a double standard between men and women, right? This is not new information. It's been something that's been going on for years, for centuries, okay? Like I said, many female rappers who are sexually liberated have went through this. Nicki Minaj has went through it. Cardi B has went through it. A lot of female rappers who, you know, are sexually liberated go through the same thing. And I'm not saying this to say that if you don't like Megan Thee Stallion that you're automatically a woman hater, but it's a difference between saying, nah, I don't really care for her music, and saying, no, that bitch deserves to get shot. Free Tory.
Well, nobody deserves, why? She don't deserve to be shot. But me personally, I don't think she got shot at all. That's just my opinion. I don't think that bitch got shot, bro. You know what I'm saying? She might have got shot at, but I don't think that bitch got shot. But then you gotta also think, and this is not me victim blaming at all, but you gotta also think, what are you doing with your life? What are you doing with your life to get shot at, bro? And that's another thing with these celebrities. And when it comes to these stories coming out, all of these scandals, all of these stories, we'll never know the real truth, bro. It's purposely designed that way to keep all of us confused and divided. We'll never know the real truth of what really happened. All we know is the information that they gave us. All we know is speculation. We'll never know the real truth. Because I promise you, if the real truth came out and it was clear as day and it was undeniable and we could all witness it together, then I don't know, bro. I don't know.
There is a big difference between saying those two things. You can't just go around saying, damn, yeah, that bitch should have got shot, blah, 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 blah. What? You think a woman deserves to get shot by a man? I'm not going to go too far in depth on the Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion situation because...
Why not?
Already under the jail. Justice was served. But talking to a man will make you genuinely realize that.
And then too, why the hell you think a man want to talk about Megan Thee Stallion, bro? What the fuck is we talking about her for? Why are we still talking about her? What's the point? Why are we bringing her up? Are you here to fuck with me or talk about Megan Thee Stallion? What the hell Megan Thee Stallion do for your life? She can't help you get a man. She can't help you get no money. She can't help you get shit. She can help you get fucked. She can help you get something you can't get rid of. That's what she probably helped a lot of girls get. I want to know the story of how Megan Thee Stallion influenced some young girl somewhere and she ended up doing something and it ended up turning out real bad for her, but she was influenced by Megan Thee Stallion. When is that girl gonna speak up? You know what I'm saying? When is that girl gonna speak up and say, I was listening to Megan Thee Stallion and listening to her music influenced me to do this, this, and this, and such. And when I did it, this happened to me, and now I regret it. Like, when is that girl gonna speak up, bro? You know what I'm saying? When we gonna hear the other side of this bullshit? Why we only highlight the parts that sound the most fun? Why can't we highlight the parts, the consequences? Or the regrets? Why we can't highlight those parts, bro?
A lot of them hate us. And a lot of times y'all will be like, oh, well, the men that talk about Megan Thee Stallion are gay. Nah, boo. Them be the straightest ones. The ones that hate the women, all that, and the ones that, them be the straightest ones. I'm sorry to tell you. Gay men, they don't really be disrespecting women like that. A lot of gay men, they love women, they respect women, they grew up around women, they got their personalities from their mamas and their aunties. They know how to respect the women. Gay men know how to respect women. You keep calling men that disrespect women gay whole time. Those are the straightest ones. The ones that you like and the ones that disrespect you the most are the straightest ones. That's what you need to get in your head. You need to stop trying to program your brain into thinking that, oh, if he talks bad about women, he's gay. No, he's straight. And that's how these men feel about you.
But too, we also calling a difference of opinion disrespect. Like, all right, my opinion is different from yours. That doesn't mean I disrespect you. That doesn't mean I disrespect your opinion. My opinion is just different from yours. You can't convince me to change my opinion just like I can't convince you to change your opinion. Bro, that doesn't mean I'm be disrespectful. Bro, but my whole, if any of my opinions different from yours, then it's automatic disrespect.
Stop being so available to them. He don't like you, boo. He don't really like you like that. He don't even like women like that. And I'm not saying he don't like women in the sense that he's gay. He don't like women in the sense that he just don't like you. Just because a man treats a woman horribly doesn't make him gay. It makes him a man. Because that's what men do. Because they are...
I think... Oh, wait, hold up.
Evil. And yeah...
Okay, she just said men are evil. All right, look, bro. I personally think everybody likes women. Men like women. Women like women. Babies like women. Animals like women. Everybody likes women. But women are a lot to deal with. And they always have been and they probably always will be. I don't think it's a man out there that doesn't like women. I just think it's a man out there that doesn't like all the bullshit that a lot of women come with, bro. Like I said, not all women. But a lot of these women, just based off her as an example, bro, she seems like she's being purposely oblivious in a sense. It seems like she's not really trying to understand. She already got her mind made up. She already has her opinion about what she thinks about men. And she started this off as sharing why men don't like Megan Thee Stallion, but it sounds like she just wants to give us reasons of why she don't like why men don't like Megan Thee Stallion and why she think they don't like me. I don't think she ever really tried to understand why we don't like Megan Thee Stallion. She probably heard what she wanted to hear out the conversation, took that and ran with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I don't know, bro.
A lot of y'all are going to be like, well, ain't you straight? Yeah, I love me.
And think about that. Think about that. Hold on. Let me run this back. Cause she said men are evil.
And he don't like women in the sense that he's gay. He don't like women in the sense that he just don't like you. Just because a man treats a woman horribly doesn't make him gay. It makes him a man. Because that's what men do. Because they are evil. And
come on, bro. Really?
yes, a lot of y'all are gonna be like, well, ain't you straight? Yeah, I love men. Like, I love the niggas. I be outside with the niggas. But I know what a man is capable of, which is why I don't let a man treat me any type of way. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? As a woman, in my experience, the men that I've treated the worst treat me the best. They treat me like gold. Like when I
This what I'm talking about. She dealing with weak ass niggas that'll put up with that bullshit. And then too, it could be niggas that don't plan on keeping her around. She don't plan on staying around. So why? All right, that's how she rocking. All right, well look, I'ma fuck the shit out of her and let her ass bounce. A little goofy broad, you know what I'm saying? I don't gotta take her serious. She let me fuck anyway.
You bitch ass nigga, get the fuck off my phone, please. I bet you I'm gonna get a call back though. The ones that I ignore, I bet you I can get a call back though. So I did want to touch on that subject because a lot of women like to call men gay when whole time, no boo, he's straight. He's the straightest of them all. He just don't like you like that. These stupid slow ass niggas be out here.
You see what I'm saying, bro? Evil, stupid, slow ass, like, bro.
Hating women because they daddy left. How that make sense? What the fuck? What the fuck we do? You gonna hate the one that stayed and love the one that left and blame the one that stayed because this nigga left. Like, it just don't make sense. Men are stupid and slow. And that's what y'all need to get through y'all head. And low key, it took me a while to get through my head too. But it's there. Oh, it's there. It's there. Because when I literally sit on the internet and I watch men degrade and talk about Megan Thee Stallion all because she's going through a breakup, it literally clicks something in my head like, oh yeah, you gotta be a dog ass bitch more. You need to be the doggiest of bitches. So you need to be a dog.
But this would be exhausting to deal with, man. First of all, with Megan Thee Stallion, she could have kept that business to herself. She didn't have to run to the internet and let the world know about her business, dog. And then, too, how did that make you come to the conclusion that you need to be a worse person? You know what I'm saying? Because it didn't work out between her and Clay, because she was quote unquote being traditional and it didn't work. Of course it didn't work, bro. Her track record is very destructive. She didn't start off that way. She was trying to be something that she wasn't really. What y'all thought? Clay was gonna marry her and she was gonna stay and maintain this traditional woman act that she was doing? Like, no, bro. She probably would have tried to keep it up for a while, but her true nature, her true self would have overtook that, because she wouldn't have been able to pretend forever, and she would have ended up doing some hoe shit or some snake shit and fucked it all up, and then probably messed up Clay money and Clay legacy, bro. Clay's family wealth. Like, no, bro. Clay Thompson is from an upper echelon wealthy family. They have legacy. They have a lot to lose, bro. For someone to just come in and mess it all up. Like, bro, come on, man.
It's bitch more because this is genuinely how they feel about us. I don't know. I've never really been no lover girl. That's
Why can't girls look at it as he wanted his experience with her, she wanted this experience with him. They experienced each other. They had a good time. And they parted ways. Why does all of Megan Thee Stallion's, the Megan Stallions, why does all of her relationships end badly? Why can't girls look at that? Look at her track record. But damn, all of her relationships end in bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Why does all her relationships end in bullshit? She hasn't left a relationship on good terms at all since she's been famous, bro.
not my thing. Thank God. Thank God. Now, if you're a lover girl, I don't know what to say. I'm truly not a lover girl. So it's easy for me to be a dog ass bitch. Now, I've been in relationships and I've been with men and I've been a bird a couple of times. Y'all know. Go watch the story times.
And that's the shaming tactic. She called herself a bird for loving. Bro, you're not a bird because you decide you want to love somebody, bro. You know what I'm saying? You were naive and young, and you made mistakes. You learn from those mistakes, and you improve and become better. Like, that doesn't make you a bird. Don't let people shame you into thinking that bad things are good and good things are bad.
Never been a lover girl to the capacity where I could love a man more than myself. And like I said, I'm only 22 and I already got that dog in me. So I know by the time I'm 25, it's going to be up to here. I just can't wait to see it. I'm just saying.
And why is that a flex? Why is that a flex for women, bro? That's not a flex, bro.
I think as the collective, we should be dog ass bitches more. But that's not the point of this video. Let's get back on track. And I know I said I wasn't going to say anything about the Tory and the Megan situation, but I also think a lot of men don't like Megan because a lot of men are abusers. And Megan's situation reminds them of themselves. It reminds them of, oh, I used to be my baby mama. I used to treat my baby mama like shit. And I wish my baby mama would send me to jail.
See, just listen to it, man. This is the niggas that she deal with. Niggas with baby mamas. And I ain't saying there's anything wrong with having a baby mama or a baby daddy. But this how we carrying on. You know what I'm saying? My baby mama, my baby mama, my baby daddy, my baby. Like, this is what you used to dealing with, bro. This is what you think. This is what you think the world is. Bro. This is exactly why Megan Thee Stallion couldn't hang with Klay Thompson, bro. If she talking like this and being like this around Klay and Klay's circle of influence and Klay's family, this would not have lasted, bro. This would not have been able to sustain that. Megan Thee Stallion wouldn't have been happy being Klay Thompson's wife or a longtime girlfriend. She wouldn't have been happy, bro, because she would have had to continue to play a character the whole time. Maybe part of her was relieved that she could lead a situation and then on her way out try to gain some sympathy from her fan base so she could lead a situation with a storyline, bro. Because she know if she would have tried to continue, you don't think Klay won't fucking other women the whole time? Klay probably was fucking other bitches the whole time Meg and him was together. She probably just let it slide because she understood what needed to be understood. She had to play her role. But after a while, she wouldn't have been able to keep that up. Man, come on, bro. She was pretending. She was living a life that wasn't hers or that wasn't meant for her, bro. That shit was not meant for her. That's why when it was time for the relate, that's why when she was ready to finally leave, she had to make it a spectacle. She could have just left quietly and let the world find out that they broke up. No, she had to let the world know on her terms, bro. She had to go straight to the internet, straight to Instagram, and let y'all know her version of the story. Because that's all it is her version of the story, bro. Of course, we're not going to hear from Klay because it's never smart. For some reason, it's never smart for a man to defend himself. He just got to take the public scrutiny and the hit to his reputation. I don't know why. I don't know why it's like that. But as a man, when shit get messy in front of the world, you just got to be quiet. And I think that's fucked up.
Niggas hate when there's consequences for their actions. So the fact that Tory's actions had a consequence, men, it just can't click for them because most of the time, these abusers get away with a lot. These abusers aren't going to jail. These abusers women aren't even getting restraining orders granted to them after they done got beat by these men. So I think Megan Thee Stallion really does remind men of themselves and the fact that they can have consequences for their actions. This could be a reach, but that's another.
I was about to say that. This one hell of a stretch, bro. This Michael Jordan Space Jam stretch, man. This goddamn Luffy One Piece stretch, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, bro. I was gonna try to say maybe she might have a point, but I don't know.
That we can take it there too. We can take it there too because it's no way that these men feel so hit by somebody that they don't know. You know? So of course they're gonna say,
"What
well,
you mean, bruh?" And as the contradictions continue, there's no way that these men can feel so strongly about someone they don't know. as she's making an entire video about Megan Thee Stallion, someone that she don't know. Someone that won't even give a fuck about her. Someone that would throw her under the bus for her own gain. Come on, I promise you Megan Thee Stallion would throw you under the bus if it was some type of benefit in it for her.
Lying. Nobody shot her because just like a man, they probably defending their homeboys the same way. They probably watched their homeboy treat their girlfriend like shit and lie for them. They probably heard a story of a woman that they know, that they seen with bloody faces and black eyes and say, oh, well, she's lying. She's lying. My friend would never do that. They probably seen somebody in their real life get beat and tortured and abused and turned a blind eye. And a lot of...
See, look, and if that's the case, then y'all dealing with some weak niggas. Y'all dealing with some lame, weak-ass niggas if that's the case, bro. You know what I'm saying? If it's really dudes out there that's allowing this to happen, then they some weak-ass, weak-minded niggas, bro. Because ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way, bro.
Them are stuck on this. Oh, well, women lie all the time about abuse. Women lie all the time. Blah, 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 blah. Like, they don't want to seem like the bad guy. But either way, you're going to seem like the bad guy because this is something that happened. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like in so many ways, men take Megan Thee Stallion and what she's been through and project it onto themselves because...
All right, so hypothetical, right? What do you say about a man that is doing all of the things that she's claiming that these men do, but they like Megan Thee Stallion? They like her music. They fuck with her. You know what I'm saying? What do you say about those men? Because we just automatically assuming if there are terrible men doing these terrible things to women, we just automatically assuming that they don't like Megan Thee Stallion. What if they do? What if they fuck with Megan Thee Stallion and they still terrible men? What do you say about them? You know what I'm saying? Like, we just making assumptions here. What if they rock with Meg? What if they Meg's biggest fans? Stans. And they just so happen to also be terrible, abusive men to their women. What do you say about them?
They know in real life that they've been abusers or defended abusers or ignored what an abuser was doing, because it's no way that a woman can put a man in jail for something that he didn't do. It's not clicking to them that he did it. He did the shit. I strongly believe that if Tory Lanez came out today or tomorrow and said, yes, I did this to her, a lot of men would still say, no, you didn't. Why are you lying? Who is making you say that? Like, she just can't win.
Man, look, if Tory Lanez came out and really said that he was the one that used the projectile weapon against the stallion Megan, if he actually did that and he said it out his own mouth, then I would believe, because he said it, bro. But I don't think he did it, and I don't think he deserves to be behind that wall and that attempt on his life. You know what I'm saying? If he did it, though, like, this goes back to what I was saying. We'll never know the full truth. We only can go off of what they let us know. And that's the sad part, that we'll never actually know the full truth. But if he did it, then obviously he deserves to be punished if he actually did it. He deserves the punishment that he got if he actually did it, bro. But I don't think he did it, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't think so, bro.
Always a lose-lose situation, and I know I said I wasn't gonna get into it, but it definitely does trigger me. I know how I feel about these abusive men. I hate them so bad. It triggers me so bad, and let's move on because I get triggered. I just feel like a lot of men are just socialized to see women as objects, and I feel like a lot of men...
So, women objectify themselves, call themselves sexually liberated, and then when men see them as objects, we're wrong. Like, come on, man. Come on, dog. Come on, bro.
Only see women's existence as male validation, if that makes sense. So, for a woman to be so openly confident and to be so openly sexual about herself, it just makes men uncomfortable. And that's why I'm making this video, to let you know, to make these niggas uncomfortable. Fuck with...
Alright. Why?
They talk about like at any chance that I get, make a nigga uncomfortable. Let's do it for Megan Thee Stallion. Let's make these niggas uncomfortable for me.
Let's do it for Megan Thee Stallion. The same woman that won't do shit for you. But you'll change your entire life and your entire interaction with men for her though. But she wouldn't do shit for you. Bro.
Don't be, like I said in my last video, don't be cleaning up the B&B, bitch. Let that bitch be dirty. Let these niggas clean it. Don't go in that nigga house cooking and cleaning and all that bullshit. You go in that nigga house, you make that nigga order you a pizza, you sit on his couch, put your toes in his lap, and don't do shit. That nigga asks you to cook, you pop that bitch a bag of popcorn and tell him to order you some DoorDash. Fuck is he talking about? Stop being nice to these niggas because they don't like you. They don't like you. I'm telling you. Now, me personally, I wouldn't even lay up with a nigga that's disrespecting Meg. I don't even play like that because if you disrespecting Meg, you disrespecting me. It's all about misogyny. It all goes back to how they actually feel about women. It has nothing to do with Megan Thee Stallion. It has everything to do with how they feel about women in general.
Completely wrong. Completely wrong. It has everything to do with Megan Thee Stallion. Bro, it has nothing to do with how we feel about women overall. Dog, come on, man, because if it wasn't Megan Thee Stallion, it would be another person, it would be another woman they look to where an incident happened and they have reason to justify being a thought. Bro, that's all it is. At the end of the day, they just want to be thoughts without being judged, bro. Look, I'm not here to judge, but I can't just let, like, bullshit just bullshit go unchecked, bro. This is bullshit, man. You know what I'm saying? She don't seem like she's a dumb girl. She seems like she can smart and can articulate herself, but completely misguided, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's my opinion. Like, a really smart, she looks good to me, bro. She looks good. She's a good-looking girl. She seems smart. She seems articulate. Just extremely misguided. And extremely opinionated. Like, bro, and backwards. Because her final point was, it's not about Megan Thee Stallion. It's about how men really feel about women, bro. Like, no, that's completely wrong. That is completely wrong, bro. It's all about Megan Thee Stallion in this conversation. It's all about her actions. It's all about her path to destruction. It's all about her influence on girls like this. Girls who would probably otherwise be in a better position. Like, come on, she was clearly influenced by Megan Thee Stallion. Subtract Megan Thee Stallion's influence from her life. What is her life? Probably a much better position. It's not these niggas. It's not do a nigga dirty. It more than likely is probably she put up somewhere with a dude that really fucking loves her and wants the best for her. And not dealing with niggas that she quote unquote says hates women or disrespects women. All the bullshit she said.
General. And that's what I want people to understand. When people say, oh my God, you are so parasocial, blah, 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 blah. It's not about being parasocial. It's about aligning somebody else's experience with mine. I'm a tall, thick, Black woman who don't give a fuck. I say what I want. I'm very confident. I'm kind of sexual. And I relate to the Megan Thee Stallion in a lot of ways. And I know that a lot of men probably feel the same way about me that they feel about Megan. And that's why I'ma always pick the girls over the guys. I'ma always pick the girls over the guys. Like, I love the guys. If you can.
No, you don't. See, look, that's not love. Hold on, bro.
The guys. I'ma always pick the girls over the guys. Like, I love the guys. If you gay. If you gay. Like, let's be real. Only if you gay. Like, I'm making this video for the young girls out there to never change yourself. Always be confident. Make these niggas uncomfortable. Make these...
Man, look, bro. Look, man. It's good that these type of women identify themselves, though. We just need to leave them alone, bro. If we could all get together and leave these women... These type of women that think like this completely alone. Don't give them no attention. Don't give them nothing. Bro, let them go be happy with each other. Clearly, that's what they want. That's what she just said, bro. She love the girls. She'll always pick the girls over the guys, bro. and the only niggas she want to be around is gay niggas. What kind of shit is that? What kind of shit is that, bro? It's good that these women identify themselves, bro. Leave them alone. Deal with the women that's gonna want to deal with you, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Bitch is uncomfortable. When you walk in a room, your head should be held high. This was something that I had to teach myself, so I just feel like as a
And I think she's confusing confidence with cause it's good for a woman to be confident. We love confident women, bro. I love confident women. They're easier to be around. It's hard being around it's hard being around a girl that's like unsure about herself. You know what I'm saying? That's irritating to be around. Like you just around a girl that's just shy and timid and intimidated, uncertain, wishy-washy, scared. Don't nobody want to deal with that. Niggas like confident girls that have a mind of her own, that can form opinions of her own, bruh. That can keep you on your toes, but not in a disrespectful way, though. Like, niggas love that. Niggas love a little feistiness, bro. Niggas love a little, just a little attitude. Like, niggas love that shit. But this right here, niggas ain't finna deal with that long term. Bro, this get fucked and kicked to the curb. Her whole mindset get fucked and kicked to the curb, bro. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? I be trying to think of nice words, but that's what it is, bro. I'll fuck the shit out her little dumb ass and kick her little dumb ass to the curb. Man, look, bro.
On the internet, I gotta teach the people that watch me too, because as I get older and the more confident that I get, and the fact that I know I'm a bad bitch, it just makes me feel 1,000 times better. Remember that 9 times out of 10, the man that you laying up with, he probably hates you. He probably love you, but he probably hates your ass.
See, she don't know the fuck she talking about, man. And I already know this comment section is finna be full of girls that think just like her, that say a bunch of... Let me see what y'all talking about, man. Men saying she's a whore, but be with women that look like her and want to be her says a lot, no shade. They praising Clay for cheating, but when he was treating her right, he was a square. Yeah, because Clay could have did that for a woman that actually deserved it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Clay Thompson has access to women that a lot of regular dudes would never have access to. And he chose to be in a public relationship with Megan Thee Stallion. Knowing what we know about Clay, seeing how hard he worked, seeing all the amazing things he did on the basketball court, seeing him be a big contribution to all those championships, playing and succeeding at a high level, bro, it's like you did all of these amazing things just to end up with Meg, somebody that everybody done had in the industry, the industry pass around, bro. You did all these great things just to get an industry bust down. That's why niggas was mad, bro. Not because he was being nice to her, because he could have reserved that type of access for a woman that was actually worthy of it, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you a woman, you're not finna give access to anybody that you don't feel is worthy of it. Or at least you shouldn't, right? I'm not a woman, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it's some type of pickiness there. I'm pretty sure it's some type of selection process as to what dudes you allow to enter inside of you. You're not finna just give that access to just any dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, same thing for a man that actually found his place in the world and became somebody. Now he has his cup overfloweth. You know what I'm saying? He can't just give that access to just anybody. Meg had her chance and she blew it. And now these hoes mad. She had her chance and she blew it. And to be honest, I think Klay Thompson was the best chance that Megan Thee Stallion had, bro. I don't think it gets any better from here for her. You know what I'm saying? And it probably shouldn't because she doesn't deserve it, bro. But I don't want to speak that on her life either. If she's able to find something or a situation with a man that's beneficial for her, then that's great. Hopefully she can find exactly what it is that her heart desires, and she can go live happily ever after out the fucking way somewhere and be quiet and sit down, bro. But it's like these things unfold right in front of a lot of these women's eyes and they still refuse to see it. They refuse to see how all of her past actually meant something to these niggas, bro. It's catching up to her. She's facing the consequences of her past, bro. She got what women say they desire. A rich, successful black man. And she couldn't handle it, bro. She couldn't maintain it. She couldn't sustain it. She dropped the ball. She fumbled. And that's probably the peak for her. You know what I'm saying? And Malcolm never lied when he said the most hated group in America is black women. All right. And what's the rest of the context to that? Because you're just highlighting one statement he made, but I'm pretty sure there's more context to it. Men perform for other men and women just happen to be the audience. What? Men perform for other men and women just happen to be the audience. Well, why are they the audience then? If this statement is true, why are they the audience? Why are they not minding their own fucking business then if this was true? Bro, one of the biggest motivators for a man is a woman or women. Women, bro. A good woman can motivate a man to be greater than he ever thought he could be. That is a big that is a big external motivation for a man. Is women. Right? And if a man becomes great enough, it attracts women. Bro, she just said out her own mouth, she does it for the girls. She only wants to be around the girls. She don't want to be around the guys. She's a girl's girl. You hear girls say that all the time. I'm a girl's girl. I'm a girl's girl. They do it for the girls. They do it for the plot. They don't give a fuck about us. A man would do all this shit because he wants women. And I'm not, bro, and men are not afraid to admit that. Like, I don't know why women are so afraid, why certain women are so afraid to admit that they desire a man, that they want men, when that's what they spend most of their time talking about and focus on is men. It's like, why are you fighting? Why are you fighting it? Well, you want to love. Okay, you got hurt. Okay, we all get hurt. We all get our heart broke. We all go through some shit. That don't mean turn around and just hate, bro. That mean be better. You're better than what you was. You learn from it and you're better than what you was. Why take a beautiful lesson like heartbreak and turn it into hate, man? Bro, you're not supposed to have hate in your heart, bro. But look, man, y'all like the video. Like, like the video. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Y'all be safe. I'm out. Bruh, you recording?
There's some real shit going on outside. And we in here talking about bullshit.